watching the film? Did that reinforce that stance?
Yes, still feel that way. There was a lot of positives that were in the game. Definitely a tough loss, and specifically with Colin, thought especially after the fumbled touchdown, the way he responded, the way our team responded. Again, putting ourselves in a position to win after that, and the same could be said after the safety too. That thought he responded with some big throws and some big plays.
Were those some mistakes he made specifically, or would you just say that's offensively there were mistakes in those two situations, the safety and the touchdown?
Well, I mean, tough loss. We got to finish games. We have to. That's our job to finish those games. We all take responsibility for that, and the responsibility taking starts with me on that option play that resulted in the nightmare scenario, and it's position of the game. I should not have let that play be called, and so I take responsibility for that.
Is that a Kendall Hunter play usually, or is that always a Ted Ginn play? That he's the one getting the pitch there.
That's.
It would have been Hunter if he was healthy.
No,
oh, okay.
no, that still would have been Ted as the option back.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, I think I was just too much ball handling, too much chance for the play to go sideways and backwards, and at that point of the game, that was I take responsibility for that.
You're the one who brought up when you make a decision. It's a hot hand decision. At some point, does Colin still have the hot hand? Is that part of this right now?
Again, just in the evaluation, I thought Colin played well. Did a lot of really good things. Made some good decisions. Some big plays. We were better on third down in this game, and a large part of that is Michael Crabtree, his emergence and continued good play. Thought he played extremely tough. Made some big catches for us. Frank Gore is another player who's just war daddy type of guy for us, and played big in this game as well.
Jim, you've gone out of your way to tell us that this is Greg Roman's offense. Did he call a good game yesterday?
Yes, the other play that probably gets some scrutiny, is the first down with 2 minutes to go when we throw the ball to Delaney. In terms of flip side of that is getting both of their timeouts, running the football, and leaving them probably with a minute 12 to a minute 20 on the clock. But it was a well-designed play that we had worked on and we felt would work. So there's been our guys have executed. Our guys have called big plays before, and this one in particular didn't work.
You were pretty conservative to set up the field goal try there for 51 yards. Were you okay with 50, or was there a part of you saying we should get down the field a little bit more and make this field goal a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think that's something that we have to look at.
Speaking of looking at, what's David Akers' status? I mean, you brought two kickers in last week, two veteran guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect David Akers to be kicking on Sunday for the 49ers?
I do. We'll see what his health status is this week, but all indications are he's working through something, but he's kicked well in practice. He's kicked well in game. I thought the one that he hit in the ball game that was missed was well hit. It just didn't go in.
Can you talk about taking responsibility for that pitch play? When you look at the film, how much do you scrutinize your own performance, or your staff, and how do you sort of look back on the way you guys coached yesterday?
Well, I think it's an accountability. It's taking responsibility, and we all look at the fact we didn't win the game, we didn't finish the game like we're supposed to, and we all look at that. We don't lay it on anybody's particular doorstep. We look at it and see where we can improve.
What's the job status this week, and have you had a sit-down meeting with him?
Yes, and that's some situation that we're handling internally.
Do you expect him to be available on Sunday?
Yes, I think it'll be available Sunday, but we'll keep that internal. And
When you talk about when you evaluate Kaepernick, are you sort of evaluating him on a curve as a young quarterback? Or are you saying that he did good just as any quarterback you would evaluate? If this was Alex, that would have been a good performance.
yeah, just a winning quarterback performance in tough circumstances. Especially, I think you look at the third quarter, we're playing off of our own goal line, and made some big time plays, and in that situation, and throughout the course of the game. Another area we have to look at and take responsibility for is penalties, and our ability to move the ball when we don't have the penalties, and versus when we do have them.
Were they defensively taking away the deep ball? Was that specific to UC? Is that clearly what they were doing with him?
I mean, at times, yes. There starts with their good defense, and I thought they had a good plan and executed it well.
I mean, you resisted talking about long range, but was some of the decision to go with Colin, at least these two games, that he's growing and he's going to be so much better, maybe even by January, was that part of this?
I think the biggest thing is what helps us win now, these games that we've played and going forward.
Jim, you talked in July about how A.J. Jenkins is going to be outstanding. Yet there's an injury. He doesn't get on the field. And, Mario got injured yesterday, and A.J. still doesn't get on the field. Why hasn't he been playing?
Well, there's we talked about them. Michael, Randy, Mario have all been playing at a very high level, and we're working toward it. He's was active, dressed for the game, and is being integrated into the plan.
Right now, Ted Ginn was in on the 3 wide receiver sets, which obviously means Ted Ginn's ahead of him on the depth chart too.
He has been, yes.
Do you see that changing?
Anything's possible there, but that's the way it has been.
And the second round pick, LaMichael, who seems to be more out of the Kendall Hunter mold, who was the backup than Jacobs. Is there a role for Kendall Hunter with Kaepernick, or with LaMichael James with Kaepernick and those read options?
Yeah, there's a possibility of that.
Why wasn't that the case yesterday?
Wasn't part of the plan yesterday, but that doesn't mean it won't be going forward.
Is there any update you can give us on Mario? Do you expect him to be able to practice this week?
No, I don't have an update on him.
What are you seeing from Akers? I mean, in terms of his mindset, he's told us that he's frustrated on some of these, and how's he doing through? Last year was almost a perfect season for this guy.
Yeah, David's as far as mindset, he's a professional. He's been in every situation imaginable. He takes responsibility and knows it's his job to put it through the uprights. But as far as his mindset is as a pro.
This is Colin's first loss as a starter. Did you want to see how he reacted? I mean, you obviously want to win every game, but did you know how he responded to this? Did you like what you saw from bouncing back from even, the plays that happened against him? Did you see anything there?
Yeah, I thought there's, some real positives to take away from his performance.
Is he one of the first ones here at 6 a.m.? Delaney said he's an early bird, but Colin's always here at 6 getting something done.
Yeah, he gets here early on Mondays and has a training regiment that he follows.
Why do you think the Rams have obviously played you guys so tough, but played the whole division tough, and then yet they haven't had a whole lot of success out of the division? What is it about the Rams that seems to match up well with you guys?
Well, I mean, it's a good football team. I think the matchups are pretty even. I mean, that's what the evidence shows, and you know, they've definitely played us tough both games. I think we played tough in both those football games. Our defense, you know, played an outstanding game, almost a near perfect game, and you know, in this particular game, don't think that you know, we have to finish. We have to finish, and you know, that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do, and like I said, we all take responsibility for that.
Does that make it even more disappointing if you guys don't win when your defense plays near perfect?
You know, it's a tough loss. It's not one that you you know, wake up this morning and it's not, you know, that gut wrenching feeling is still there. But you know, the positive things is you know, we still have a quarter of the season to play. 4 games. We're in position to control our own destiny and you know, bounce back. And you know, it might be you know, certainly a bit of an edge. I would expect, because you know, we all take responsibility that we didn't get it done this past week.
Maybe talk about how good the Rams are, and you guys obviously have a very good record since you've been here. But is yesterday's game maybe a reminder of how thin the line is separating? I mean, this division has come to the point where Seahawks have played you tough. I mean, how tightly bunched, even if the records are a little separate, how tightly bunched is this division, do you think?
Well, I think it's the entire league. It's our division. It's the entire National Football League. It's a very thin line.
Can Alex Smith win this job back? I mean, other than what Colin's doing, is there steps in practice that he can get this job back?
Alex is not out of this. You know, that's we feel like you know, Alex is we said it before. You know, he is he's one of our guys. He's won us a lot of football games, and he'll be preparing himself to play in each of these games every single week. I mean, that's what his mindset has to be, as if he was the starting quarterback. So that's what we expect, and I know Alex, that's what he'll do.
Couple more. Did you read Carl Schefter's explanation on the safety?
No.
You,
Read it? No, I didn't read it. I mean, I talked to him on the field. He said the quarterback was out of the pocket, and in their judgment, the ball did not make it back to the line of scrimmage.
What did the films show you?
It appeared from, well, what I saw from the film was the ball definitely made it back past the line of scrimmage.
Is that something you'll communicate to the league?
Well, we don't really, we're not under the privilege of saying what we'll communicate to the league.
Jim, on the pitch play, is the fail-safe for Kaepernick to hold the ball and not pitch it if there's a defender coming up?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that drilled into him to make sure on a situation like that you don't pitch it because you expose the ball?
Yeah, I think the like I said, the greatest share of this responsibility is on me in that particular play, for letting that play get called in, where you got those different options in with 4 minutes left in the game.
But you didn't call the play. You just allowed it to go in. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
that's correct. That's correct, and I take responsibility for that.
You're still on the walkie-talkie to the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.